Now, one of the other concepts that I want to dive into today is so important because we use it a lot with hockey players is the 3-4 attack mindset. And think of it this way, any play, especially a play with the puck, but a defender checking or a goalie challenging, we have it range from 1, scared, tentative, to 5, you're completely reckless. And so clearly you don't want to be either there, you want to be in the sweet spot, the smart yet assertive. And this is composure and confidence. But you can't be perfectly in the 3 zone. So as a mentality and a mindset, which way are you going to lean? And getting the players to understand, is it going to be 3-4 attack and be willing to make a mistake and go risky? Or 2-3 mindset, afraid, tentative, and scared. And be like, I can't make any mistakes. And so what matters is clearly the 3-4 is going to have a greater impact. But the hard part to get them there is having them understand they have to cross that line. If they're not willing to make a mistake, then they're going to be in the 2-3. So the big things here is, yes, you might make more mistakes. The goal is not to make more. We do want to minimize mistakes. But you can't erase mistakes in the game, and remembering and understanding that those are growing opportunities. You get to learn from those failures. And then 2, the bigger one here is look at the impact you can have. So yeah, you might make 3 mistakes, as you can see, but the player can now make 10 plays. Versus in contrasting that with the 2-3 mindset, this player might make a few less mistakes, but they're not going to grow, and they're actually going to have less impact. 1 mistake made, and 3 plays made. So again, this is a concept to help make it more real and practical. Your players know what they're working on. They're working on that 3-4 mindset. They're working on confidence or composure. Now, the last big thing where there's a lot of meat on the bone to really dive in is building the armor. And this is where we're going to start getting to some of the pregame talk concepts as well, and there's a PDF that we'll be sending out. Now, the idea here is you got to drill in these fundamental concepts and strategies all year. It's not just a big pregame talk. It's not just a one-time workshop or one-time do a concept. It becomes part of the team's identity and persona. It's what they do and normalize it. And I want to really stress, this is not just for the players. It's really important for what you're doing as well. All right, I think it was Kara earlier on grit. She lives and breathes that grit and resiliency, and therefore can integrate into the team. So I highly stress doing these strategies yourself as the coaches first. So alter ego is at the middle of our 4 fundamentals, which is building this armor and mentally preparing your team. And it simply comes from Todd Herman's work, and it's about your best versus worst self, or for the player, what it means to be in their own head versus in the zone. And the idea is it's contrasting the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions, and personalizing it for each player. Because some players, their worst self in their own head, it's entitlement, or maybe it's self-doubt, or maybe they're struggling with resilience. And so knowing what it is and putting a persona and identifying this versus what it means for them to be in the zone, now everything is about letting go of that. You got to identify and deal with the shit so we know where to go.